Well, I've wanted to get into off-camera flash for quite a while now, and I've been looking around. There's all kinds of different flashes you can get, and there's a hell of a lot cheaper flashes that you can get than this one, but I decided to go with the 430EX Mark II by Canon just because I know it's fairly good quality, and you know, it's got ETTL, and it should work automatically if that's what I choose to do. So let's take a look at it real quick here. When you get it, it will come in a small padded pouch like this. Comes with the flash in there and a little flash stand, which comes in pretty handy. And the 430EX Mark II. Now if you push this button down on the side right here, you're able to swivel it around in any number of directions. Swivel the head. Actually, if you try to swivel it this way, it only goes that far. Try to swivel it the other way, it goes that far and does a full 180. So you can bounce the flash in back of the camera if you want to. Do any number of different things with it as far as bouncing the light. That's one of the reasons why it's so handy. Runs on 4 AA batteries in that little compartment there. Has a little diffuser type thing, which is actually meant for wide angle lenses from what I understand, but I guess you could use that however you like. If you turn it on, mine actually came in ETTL mode with nothing else on, just like this. If you wanted to just put it on your camera and use it, you could do it. If you wanted to trigger it wirelessly with something like, you know, the on-camera ability or, you know, wireless triggers or whatever, you just hold the zoom button down for 2 seconds and it will pop up wireless mode, channel 1, slave group A. If you wanted to manually control the flash, you push the mode button down and you're able to set it manually. So there's kind of a look at the 430EX too. Also pretty easy to figure out, but if you slide this on a camera or onto the flash stand, you simply slide this little lock lever over and it's locked in place. Then there's a little button right there you can see. To remove it, you push that button down, slide the lock lever back over, and it's unlocked. So there's kind of a look at the 430EX2. Seems like it'll be a pretty decent little flash. Okay, so just to show you that you can trigger this with a 7D, I'll go ahead and simply turn it on. It's just simply in ETTL mode, and I put it in wireless mode. My little light's blinking, and I'll set it down over here. Now with my camera on, all you have to do inside of 7D is go to flash control, built-in flash control, and you can set it to use just the off-camera flash or this flash as well. No matter what you do, this flash will fire. But if you're using only the off-camera flash, this flash will fire before the shutter opens. it will not contribute to the exposure. And I've talked to a lot of people about this, and they say that maybe if the light bounces around and is still bouncing around, it might contribute very, very minimally, but you probably won't even notice it. So, just to show you, I can trigger this. On a 7D, when you're in setting these, you can go ahead and hit the Picture Styles button, and it will trigger that flash. So, now there was a little delay there, but when you're actually shooting, there won't be a delay. In fact, let me see if I can get a shadow to appear on the wall, and I'll show you. Okay. Yeah. You'll be able to see, I'll show you. There's a shadow on this over here on the wall from this flash, but there's no frontal light. So this flash did not contribute to the exposure of that. So there's any number of different things you can do. Try a little narrower bounce. Anyway, it's pretty wild. Inside, you can really it will really trigger it no matter which way your flash is turning. Now, even if I try to hold the light, hold my hand right in front of the flash, it still triggers it. So I don't know how much range it has. Maybe I'll take it outside and find out. So here we are in the great outdoors. I've got my flash set to wireless. And I'm going to set this down on the ground here. We're just going to see if it fires. I'll take a picture of these leaves here. It did fire. So I'll put it a little further away. And it fired again. Alright, so I'm going to find out just how far this will fire. I've got my flash sitting over on a log. It's probably about 15 feet away from me and about 25 feet away from the camera, from you. So we'll take a look here and I'll try to test fire it. First with the flash facing down, I guess. Okay, so that did not fire it. Now I'll point it toward the flash. That did fire it. So it's got at least a 25 foot range. Maybe I'll point it up. Nope. So if it's facing anywhere near the flash, it has to be facing the flash. It should trigger it outside. So it's got a decent range for most things you might be doing. So that is my kind of haphazard look at the Canon 430EX2 flash. It looks like it's going to be a real good flash for me. May not be for you. My 7D is able to trigger it, obviously, with the onboard flash. Not true radio wireless trigger, but those are fairly inexpensive. You can get those on eBay for a pretty good price. And, you know, with the ability to, you know, just like that outdoor test, with the ability to actually point this backward, you know, if you're going to trigger it with this onboard flash, it has to be facing this. So, but that's cool because not only can you face the light forward like this, you can face it backward and in any different combination of ways. Bounce it off of other things and face it in almost any direction. So it's good to know. That's a look at it. It is what it is. There, at the time of this video, the 430 EX2 is about between $250 and $300 US online, or even at local stores. You should be able to find it in that range.